Hey everybody, it's Jeff from the Great Heights and Barely Controlled Chaos. I am on a little road trip today. I decided I would get out of Albuquerque because I'm there for business and I had the weekend to myself. And so I thought I'd, just give you a quick update. I'm driving through some beautiful country north of Albuquerque, heading toward Colorado. Don't really have a destination in mind. Well, I do kind of have a destination in mind, but it's not a hard destination. So I thought I'd let you know what's been going on. We have the goats at home, and the goats are doing good. As far as I know, they're eating all kinds of hay, which I guess when we were planning last year, we were planning for 6 goats, and we would buy a roll of hay every month and a half to 2 months. When we're looking at 13 goats, they've kind of plowed through 1 roll of hay already. And that's been a little bit of a stressor because obviously I'm halfway across the country and I can't actually go get hay, so that's been left up to my wife and my older kids to handle. Hopefully they're going to manage that. I think they're going to buy bales until I can get back and I can get a trailer again to get a big roll of hay. So that is that. The barn is in the exact same state it was when I left. It is mostly closed in. The electric fence is up and working. We've got to close in some portions at the top, and we still need to put the roofing materials on. But it's kind of at a standstill at the moment, and it's too cold to put roofing material on because the stuff we bought has got an adhesive on the backside, and it really needs to be above 40 degrees, probably in the 50s, and from my understanding it's been in the 30s at home. It's been in the 40s and 50s here, well, not right here where I am at the moment, but it's been in the 40s and 50s here. So that's one of those things where you go, well, too bad the weather here can't be like it is back home. So just to give you an idea, I'm at about 7,000 feet altitude here. It's absolutely beautiful, and I'll include some of the, I did some time-lapse video. I pulled over to the side, put my camera up on the dashboard, and then, up in the front window so you can see, and then started driving again. So I took some time-lapse of me driving through some of the mountains, and like I said, it's 7,000 feet, and so it's pretty beautiful. If you like the high desert, if you're not a big fan of the high desert and the mountains, then it's not as beautiful, but to me it's pretty beautiful. Right now I'm driving through some pretty flat, straight country, even though it is way up. Again, like I said, 7,000 feet. So it's been an interesting couple of weeks. I'm at a training for work, and I've learned quite a bit. I have 1 more week to go. That's that's about what I've got to share at the moment. I thought I'd just give you guys a quick update, let you know, because it's been a while since I've actually done an update, and hopefully, there's horses way out on the plain over there. It's beautiful. They look like wild horses too. Oh, that's awesome. This is the west that they talked about, but 7,000 feet obviously is kind of high. But you see the plains and the rolling scrub grass and the mountains off in the distance, and you see occasional cattle ranches. That was the first batch of horses that I've seen, and like I said, they look like they're wild horses. Maybe they're not. I don't know. It's very possible there's ranches around here. Everything is fenced along the highway to keep people from just wandering around. so you can't tell whether it's a ranch or whether it's just federal land, or state land for that matter. I don't know. But anyway, so it's interesting. It's an interesting drive today, and I will update you later. Alright, so I just crossed the border into Colorado, which was kind of my goal for today. I have a further goal in mind, but at the moment, just getting into the border of Colorado was the goal. Part of the reason was that, I haven't been here in a long time, but some of it's kind of nostalgic. When my wife and I were first married, we lived here in Colorado. We lived up the road a ways, and all right, I'll say it. That's my goal for today. It's still a ways off, and I may stop and say, okay, that's enough, because it is a long way still. But I just crossed the border into Colorado, so that's a big deal to me, and I wanted to share that with you. You can't really see out my window, obviously, but I did take some time-lapse video again. I pulled over, started the video, started up again, and so that should be kind of interesting. I'm hoping that it comes out well, and it shows me crossing the border into Colorado, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, that's where I am at the moment. I'm in Colorado. The high desert has given way to, I don't know, it's more like high scrubland. There's more trees up here, or at least bigger plants than there were when I was recording earlier. I think we've come down about 1,000 feet at this point, so we're at around 6,000 feet maybe. I'm not 100% sure about that. I'd have to check. But yeah, we're still way out in the middle of nowhere. There's little towns here and there. Actually, I just drove through Aztec. I'm kind of heading toward Cortez at the moment. So, it's kind of neat. But again, middle of nowhere. Because there's just nothing really around. There's little farming communities and stuff like that, but beyond that, just open space, which is beautiful. Again, high desert, scrubland, high scrubland, and to me that's kind of beautiful. I know some people, again, it's primarily brown, and so there's some people who don't believe that that's really beautiful, and I understand that, but to me it is rather beautiful. So anyway, that's where I am. I can start seeing some of the greener peaks off to the west here a little bit, and I will keep you up to date. I'm looking off in some of the scenery. It's again, I think it's pretty beautiful. I will try to take some more time-lapse videos, show you guys. I don't want to show you live video, because live videos, somebody driving, yay, that's exciting. No, it's not. But, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's interesting. It's very interesting. I'm excited. Well, yeah, I'm kind of excited. It's kind of cool. But so what I was recording before, I had this weird situation happen where I had unplugged my phone from the car. And so I'm using Google Maps to make sure I stay basically on track. And when I went to plug it back into the car, there was no signal. And so when you unplugged it from the car, it's a rental, it's not my car. It lost, it said, oh, where do you want to go? I can't. The problem was that there was zero signal. There wasn't cell signal, there wasn't data signal, there wasn't anything. So as I'm driving for about 45 miles, there was just nothing. I couldn't get a signal to save my life, which, okay, 25 years ago when my wife and I drove out here, neither of us even had a cell phone. But nowadays you're like, huh, that's a little unnerving. You know, you kind of go like, I'm not sure I like that. And it was, I wonder what happens if, you know, I blow a tire. I've got a spare, obviously, and I can change it. I'm capable of doing that. But it's like, what happens if something goes wrong? And I've got no signal out here. Flag somebody down, and hopefully they've got a better cell carrier than I do, or get a ride or something. But it's just, I don't know. It's one of those really being connected kind of things that is weird. I wish I could show you the view out my window. It's a very green looking mountain with some snow on it. But yeah, it's pretty out here. Oh look, there's sheep! Sheep! Cool. Sorry, it was a sheep farm. Yay! Anyway, I'm a little crazy. I'm sure it's altitude. I'm sure that's what it is, right? That's what it is, right? I'm just crazy in general. So anyway, that's where I am. That's my update, and I'll talk to you again later. So, just a quick update. I drove through Durango, and now I'm in the mountains north of Durango. It's snowing pretty bad. This is kind of, having spent a good portion of December in New Mexico, this is what you expect for December in Colorado. It's beautiful. Not a big fan of driving in it right now, but it is beautiful. So anyway, I'm going to end up right there because I just wanted to give you a quick update. And it is snowing and the roads are not in great shape. So, alright, talk to you later. Bye. Just so you know, I'm at 8,400 feet. So, just interesting point. So, I'm at 10,000 feet here. Snow is about knee deep. I stopped at this rest area, which is unfortunately closed. And unfortunately my car is kind of stuck in the snow at the moment. But I'm not too worried. Pretty sure I can get it out. But yeah, snow is knee deep at least. This is just a snowbank from the snowplows, but yeah, a little interesting to go from New Mexico to here. Whew. Anyway, time to get my car unstuck and move on. Alright, so I did get out of the snow. 3 backcountry skiers came up to their vehicle, which I was very grateful of. And I'm kind of thinking maybe this was a dumb idea to try to cross this pass, but I didn't realize there was going to be quite so much snow, so I am on my way back down the pass on the other side, and certainly will be taking an alternate route if I can find one for the way home. Anyway, just wanted to let you know that I got out, and then I'm moving again. Alright, so things did not go as planned. There was a pretty good snowstorm, so when I got over this pass where I got the car stuck, I did manage to get it unstuck. A trio of backcountry skiers, that meaning they weren't skiing with lifts, they just went down the side of the mountain. They helped me push my car out. Well, it made the most sense to me to keep going because there was only one more peak that was just a little bit taller than this one that I was at, which was 10,640, and then the taller one was 10,960, I think it is. So I was just going to keep going. I got over that peak, I went down the other side, and I got down there and they were requiring chains and no tires for any further going. And they're pretty serious about that. So they said the snowstorm was worse further on, so that even though the peak that I needed to go over next was lower than the ones I'd just come over, that I needed to turn back and go back over the peaks I'd just come over again. So I mean, really the only choice was to come back. So I did turn around and come back. Kind of a long day of driving, a lot longer than I anticipated, but I am safe, and it was an interesting drive anyway, so we got to see some neat stuff, and now I'm back. So that's it. That was the excitement for today. It did not work out the way I'd really hoped, and my ultimate plan was to make it to Grand Junction. As I said, that was where my wife and I lived when we first got married, and haven't been back there since, and obviously still didn't make it back there today. But that's okay. Still was interesting. I got to see a lot of snow, which was not expected, but that's okay. So that's it. If you like the videos that you see with here, please make sure you like, share, and subscribe them, and subscribe to our channels, and make sure you ring that bell so that you get notified whenever we put out new videos. Hopefully they will be more frequent than these. So thanks very much, and we'll talk to you next time.